are underway. Lowry, a prayer at the buzzer. Overtime in Toronto. Wade, the fadeaway. He's got it. Miami strikes first. Harrell's three. It's there. The big free agent signing has paid off. The Toronto Raptors even the series. Lowry from downtown. Got it. Kyle Lowry has returned in a big way. Toronto Raptors seize home court advantage.
A great battle and a battle of attrition for the Heat and Raptors. Jonas Valanciunas sporting a boot. That's not a fashion statement. Dwayne Wade respectfully at attention during the Canadian national anthem in Game 4. Virtual must-win for the Heat without their big man, Hassan Whiteside, out with a sprained MCL. Bismack Biyombo taking advantage at the rim.
Ooh.
Big game hunting on AMAR'E Stoudemire.
Flex on them, big fella. You're feeling good.
Biyombo played well in Valanciunas' place. Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan, the struggles are real and they persist. They were a combined 3 of 19 in the first half.
You got to shoot the ball better for Toronto to win.
Dwayne Wade did 15 points before halftime. How the fadeaway here to move him past Magic Johnson into 13th on the all-time postseason scoring list, and then Wade with a swipe and a slam.
Both ends of the floor, good defense. Yeah, mama, give him some support, baby girl.
Mom loves it, and Wade loving the youthful 34-year-old legs these days. Second half, Raptors start out on a 13-2 run. Patrick Patterson for 3. Then Damari Carroll leading the break. He had 13. Raptors have a 2-point lead to the fourth. On the run, Terrence Ross bounces home a 3. He had 14. But the home team as the future Hall of Famer, Dwayne Wade, making it happen late.
When in doubt, give him the ball. He knows he wants to get to the paint, put pressure on the defense.
Miami was plus 16 in the paint. Kyle Lowry spins into the paint. It's an offensive foul, and another miserable playoff night ends for Lowry with his 6th foul of the game, and he'd sit out the final minute, 58 of regulation plus. So Corey Joseph, guys, becomes the go-to guy for the Raptors.
And I thought Joseph came in and made some big baskets for them down the stretch.
He had 14, under 20 seconds to go. Wade, ISO on the left side, to the rim.
Love that focus, Matt. Knowing the defense is going to be there, not worrying about the contact.
Finishes in a crowd, tied it up at 83. We go to overtime. The tip by Patterson. Oh no, it's an own bucket.
The easiest bucket Justice Winslow's ever got in his career.
Off Patterson's fingertips, clearly it counts for Miami, obviously, and it's up 85-83. Goran Dragic drives and 1. He had 15.
Uh-oh, Matt. Uh-oh, cookies!
And then what a veteran play by Wade to put it away. He read Ross like a comic book.
Yes, sir. He's still laughing with the cookies.
Heat tied up thanks to the largest margin of victory yet in this ultra-tight series. It's just the 3rd time in postseason history 3 of the series' first 4 games have gone to OT. Wade recorded his 34th career 30-point playoff game, most in Heat history, and has put together 2 in a row for the first time in 6 years. But this one was a slugfest of a Game 4.
This team fought back. It looked dark for a minute for us, but there's no quitting us. This is a very good series we're in. We got 2 teams that's playing their butt off. I'm glad we can pull this win out.
The playoffs are already exhausting, let alone 3 overtime games out of 4 games. What got this team through this one?
Our crowd was amazing. My will to not give up. All year, we've been hit with stuff and we haven't given up. So we just had to execute, and the biggest was execute on the defensive end of the floor. We did a great job, and we got a chance to get some offense, some shots to go in, some confidence to get it in overtime, and from there, we had to push through.
Well, it's nearly as even as a series could be through 2 games. First 4 games all decided by 7 points or fewer. 3 of the 4, as I mentioned, have gone to overtime. Look at all the ties and lead changes. And the aggregate score favors the Heat by just 5 so far. But if you're looking at this from a macro perspective, advantage Miami because they've got a guy who can close like nobody else in the series so far.
Yeah, they have the best player in the series, and he's playing like the best player in the series. When you look at the other side, you look at Lowry and DeRozan, they're struggling. And, you know, Wade right now, he's carrying the Heat, and you know, he's very gracious at the end of the game in terms of his interview, saying my teammates got me involved. You know, the fans were great. But really, it was just all Dwayne Wade tonight, and he delivered.
Well, I like Dwayne's leadership, to your point, Isaiah, because a guy like Joe Johnson, we know he can score, but tonight he showed his defensive prowess down the stretch, 3 or 4 big-time stops, and able to knock down the bucket to help him get over the hump.
And there he is on the all-time postseason scoring lists. Those are some pretty great
Yes,
names.
sir.
That was some big time
Dwayne Wade's
names
right
there.
in the middle of that
Yeah.
group. Hall of Famers across the board there, obviously.